I think we did good without you. I think. Yeah.
Well, it's never as good as when you're here, Graham. But no,
No,
I'm being really serious. This is
we're
not flattery. This is
we're
facts.
talking about like the audio quality of everything,
Yeah.
and technology wise, we're really lost when Graham's not here because we actually tried to do it the day before and it didn't work out. So then we had to do it the next day. So you're
We're rolling.
We're
good.
Everything's
back.
good.
We're
All
ready to
good,
go.
everybody.
We're
Oh
feeling
yeah.
good.
It's gotten
Nice.
way
Feeling
more ASMR with these mics. Y'all are talking
Nice.
softer.
Yeah,
Oh,
should
Whispering.
we? Yeah, we should. I I wish I gotten into ASMR like doing it when people because there are people like eating Cheetos that like don't have to work now.
Yeah, exactly. They live in a
like
nice house.
that's the dream. Listen to this.
What you
hear
doing,
that?
Martin?
He's licking himself.
Oh.
Here.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Well, well, that's ASMR. You can hear him licking
That is
himself.
ASMR. That's a niche
Wait,
ASMR.
Martin, can you give the fans an update about how Andy's got into he are you allowed to give an update that Andy got in a tussle?
I don't know if I should say that one for sake of the rescue. I
Okay.
don't. But
Well, people love Andy.
I told Graham what happened, how some dog attacked Andy, but he's okay.
You can tell them stuff happens. It's not their
Yeah,
fault.
yeah, and he stayed at his temperature dropped like 90-30.
Oh,
So,
poor baby.
so he's pretty resilient. He's a lot less he gets attacked. He can't die, and he was at a kill shelter. He's survived all that. So
He's got
and
9 lives, that
and
gentleman.
tomorrow's his first airplane flight.
Oh,
Oh my god.
shit.
So
Andy's on the road.
we'll see how he does on the airplane because I have no idea how it's gonna go. So hopefully he's chill.
Does he get into his little crate thing?
I have to put him in there, but
But like, have you tried putting him in there?
yes, I can put him in there.
But like,
But
does he tolerate being in there?
I think if I leave, he'll freak out. But I don't think he likes it. I might just poke his head out. I think that's fine. Just have his head out a little bit, and
You can't take him out on the plane.
I don't think so. I don't think it's really cool to do.
Right.
So, and my GABA pension expired, so we're gonna raw dog it. No meds. We're on the plane. Just our natural self here. So let's see how we do. Let's test run this. And we have 2 flights tomorrow, so I still gotta transfer on another flight. So, yep.
Are you
Well,
bringing him on stage?
I don't think tomorrow, but I probably will Friday and Saturday. So,
Nice. Wow.
oh man, and speaking of today I had there's something my dad's doing something with his life insurance, and to be like to get the be a beneficiary, they have to like do a medical exam on me to see how healthy I am.
Oh my god.
But nobody told me what they were gonna do. They was like, "Oh yeah, we'll come to a place and do an exam," and they took blood from me and a urine sample, and I have THC in my system. So I
Oh.
was like, what? I was like,
Oh
what?
boy.
So
Oh.
I had to tell them that. I was like, oh, I have THC. So I'm going to
Did they
feel.
laugh?
When they laughed when I said, when they asked me if I smoked, I was like, oh, no. Sometimes. And they go, oh, and sometimes. So.
Sometimes.
Anyway, I'm
They're
gonna.
like your blood's saying you smoke all the time, buddy.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna fail the drug test, I guess. So, anyway, yeah, no one told me they're gonna take blood from me and pee and everything. I don't know why they need all that for. Like, it's not my life, it's my dad's life. Like, get his urine and blood. Don't mind mine, you know. So,
Damn.
yeah, so anyway, I have
Well,
shows give out free rolls. That's how I get my stuff. I don't pay for it. I just get it for free.
That doesn't make it better.
Well, that's my excuse. But my parents find out I have weed in my system. So, and my
I
dad's
mean,
financial advisor is gonna know.
that's so funny. You're
Yeah,
like, sorry, mom and
yeah.
dad. I was smoking the ganja.
You're lucky the
No,
Coke didn't turn up on that.
yeah, I'm just gonna be like, oh, how did that end up in there? What? That's, no, nah, it must be second.
You're like, I must be getting poisoned.
Yeah, I don't know who put that in my food. I think it's secondhand weed smoke, dude.
Andy smokes the weed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she was cool with it. She was like, oh yeah, people take gummies and whatnot. And I was like, yeah,
And
mine's,
whatnot.
yeah. I was like, mine's not medical though, but,
Started
Andy,
talking weed with the nurse.
I mean, she's cool, you know, she was
That is
cool.
really funny. For the nurse is like, yeah, where do you get it?
Yeah, like, she's not on a medical level. And I just get free weed from comedy shows, so.
Nice.
Oops, guys. I guess I won't get my dad's money when he dies, you know. So, my bad. Oopsie, I guess.
He's gonna spend it all on drugs.
Anyway, that was my day. That was this morning, and actually, they had to come back because I couldn't pee. Because they didn't tell me I didn't know. No one told me I had to pee. And I was like, I don't gotta go. So they have to come back next week for a urine.
I actually had that happen at a doctor's appointment where I was in the bathroom for an hour and a half trying to pee and I was chugging water and I like could not pee.
Well, I did not give it that much time, but I definitely tried.
Like they
For
knocked on the door to see if I was okay. It was really
an hour and a
embarrassing.
half is a long time. Did you
Yeah, I
ever,
know. It was a long ass
did
time.
you ever come back for the urine?
No, I've eventually drank so much water I had to pee.
You know what I should have done? I should have just put water in the cup and be like, yeah, that's my pee. Yeah, that's,
Yeah, they're good at figuring that one out.
yeah. I'm like, I drink a lot of water, so it's very clear. So test it out. And then I'm totally clean. I can send maybe for some bathroom
Sure, some of
chemical.
my like stoner buddies brought in like water bottles of other people's pee. Oh, it's Basil.
Does she have drugs in her system?
I certainly hope not.
Wow.
She has allergy meds.
Dang.
She takes a daily allergy med.
Nice. Well, has she ever flown in an airplane?
Basil, no, she's too big.
Well, you could probably do, I mean, you gotta do the right, you gotta make her your service animal.
Well, she would
Yeah.
have to actually be able to perform a task.
Well, if they don't check that, okay, you think they check stuff, but they, no one,
I'm
it's against the law to ask for certification.
no, you can ask though, like what tasks they
Yeah, but
perform.
nobody fucking does that unless you're a fucking dick. Unless you're,
Well, I mean, she's also like anxious as fuck, and I
Wow.
wouldn't want to put her through flying.
Basil's really got to get over the abuse she had. Okay, I mean, you're like 2 years old, Basil. I mean,
We're all sick of it.
yeah, okay. Hey, Andy lived with homeless people, and he's still pretty chill. So, like,
Yeah,
just
I mean, I don't want her to have to go through what Andy's gone through. Andy's
Yeah.
been through a lot lately.
okay, not of which was my fault, but
Well, I mean, you did leave him with your
yeah, but they
friend.
lost him. I didn't lose him on my watch. Okay, so it doesn't all come back to Marty. I don't know, but wait, Graham, I did send you an email.
Yeah, let's get into it because
Yeah,
I
sorry,
have dinner
Graham.
plans. So
Nice. Okay. This is my favorite part. My favorite screen. Oh, okay.
oh, that is a fat ass.
Yeah. That's because this, the pants. It's the pants that does it.
Yeah, it's definitely the pants. It's
Yeah.
not the ass. Not at all.
No, this is supposed to be yoga pants.
I was getting ready to say it looks like yoga pants.
Yeah, that's how they look. So
Who is
okay.
this? Where did you find this?
I just googled big ass pants, fat ass pants,
I see.
cartoon, yeah, I put cartoon in to get the right results. Okay, I think is there not? Oh, I just thought that was funny. I don't know. I'm sorry.
The
That's
internet was all up in arms over the Sabrina
yeah,
photo.
that's her album cover. She's really cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, my birthday is in August, so if anybody can get that Cindy Sweetie's bathwater soap, yeah, I would. That's what I really want. Okay,
Ready?
yeah.
You did
Yeah.
the sequel to Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Is there any chance there might be a third?
There is a strong chance there might be a third. I mean, the four of us are still best friends,
Whoa.
and to be able to create something together again is something that's always been a dream of ours. But it would have to be something that really made sense. If you wait this long to do a third movie, it needs to be it needs to honor the story and the legacy. And what's
How's
neat
that the
about it is that
right
I was
price?
16 when I did the first film, and I played a 16-year-old, and now I'm 28, and I'd be playing a 28-year-old, and or whatever.
Oh, this was
age
from
we
a
end up
long
making
time
the movie
ago.
If we did.
Well, yeah, I think I
And
guess.
But
you
doesn't
deal
that make
with-
it so much more interesting?
That's what I'm saying. You
Like,
deal
yeah.
with different things. So we wouldn't be making a movie for 16-year-olds again. We'd be making a movie trusting that our audience grew up with us. And
Did they
that
grow
would be, I
up?
think that'd
I
be a
don't
really
know.
interesting thing to explore.
Okay, I think.
I think a Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, like right now,
Is there one
like
more video?
would be really popular.
Oh, was there one more, Marty?
Yeah, I think there's one more video.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, I think it's
The shorts, right?
yeah.
Travis and Jason Kelsey roasted the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants on their New Heights podcast. First, Jason took issue with the pants not actually being magical. The pants really didn't have much to do with the plot. I'm a little bit upset that the pants were in the storyline, he said. I didn't feel like they did a damn thing. I was like, listen, you don't need the pants. It was kind of just a reason for them to be in a club, even though they had been friends. He also complained that a lot of the movie is just Bridget running, and fired shots at Blake. Blake, I love you. It does not strike me as a star athlete run. Meanwhile, Travis noted that Blake has good endurance though. Oh, and Travis admitted that he cried during the movie, saying, I wasn't full crying. I don't think other people knew I was crying, but I knew.
Wow. So, just
Honestly, good takes, I'd say.
I mean, I didn't cry during any of those, but fair. But guess what, guys? This is not Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. If you recall, we did that like 2 years ago. Now we're back with Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2, which I watched on an airplane from Iceland. So that's
It's a really
how.
good airplane watch.
Yeah, so it's pretty wild. A lot of stuff has gone on with the sisterhood. They graduate college. You know what's really stupid? Okay, they graduate college, right? Then it's like, oh, she's going to Yale. She's going to Brown. It's like, okay, we get it. Okay, cool. You're wealthy. Okay, you can go to all these good schools. Okay, cool.
Well, I mean, I mean, they grew up in like Bethesda, Maryland.
But still, it's kind of lame that it's like, okay, I guess we
Well,
all.
also, that's actually a change from the book. Is in the book, who was it who went to Yale?
Well, I
Uh,
didn't. The one at
Carmen.
the draw,
Carmen.
yeah, the drama class.
Carmen. Yes,
Yeah,
Carmen. She did not go to Yale in the
where
book.
where'd you go? Community
She went
college.
to a good school, but she went to like a liberal arts college.
Community college.
No, she went to a liberal arts college. That was a
Yeah.
good school, but she did not go to Yale. The other ones were accurate though, but they emphasize more in the book that Bridget only got into Brown because of soccer.
I mean, she is out the soccer team in the movie. And we all know Brown is known for their women's soccer. So I'm sure. And well, she's just not about soccer. She likes archaeology. So
Yeah.
she's a big bonehead, you know. She likes the fossils and whatnot. And then
Yeah.
the one girl doesn't go anywhere. She like chills at home. And then the other one wasn't going to do anything, but then everybody else was like, oh, we have summer plans. So she changed her plans. And what did she do again? I can't. Where did
Did
she go?
you watch this?
I watched it 2 weeks ago. But where did she go? Yeah, where did she go? Where's the Gilmore girl go?
Oh, she goes to Greece.
Yes, but before that, didn't she go somewhere before that?
Oh, well, she's at school because that's where she is meeting her that's where she meets the guy.
Yes.
Yeah. So she's like taking summer classes.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes. Yeah.
Take Play Airlines, Martin.
What?
To Iceland? Were you on Play Airlines?
I was on Iceland Air, dude.
Oh, so that's why you got the TV.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I don't do no fucking cheap ass flight.
Okay.
Yeah, man, yeah. I watched 3 movies. Okay. Okay.
Were you fully awake for this movie?
Yeah, I think yes.
He had to think about it. He was not awake.
No, I watched it because lots going on. Okay, because one girl.
There's actually like not that much going on.
Not true. That one girl, she goes to fucking archaeology, and
Wait,
then
Bridget is going to archaeology. Carmen is doing like summer stock theater.
yeah, she's
Tibby is
she has a pregnancy scare.
yeah, but she's working at like a
The
video store.
store.
And she's like taking a class and then
And getting pregnant.
yeah, and then Lena is taking classes.
Yeah, do you know who really sucks? Oh man, Lena's sister. Oh,
Effie.
yeah, Effie, what a bitch, dude. She's like going after Tibby's ex. She's like fucking things up in Greece. It's like, Tibby, oh my god, Tibby, you suck, man. You know, little sister syndrome.
And Effie is played by none other than Lucy Hale.
Who's that again?
She was in the Hating Game.
The last movie we watched. Okay, I don't know. Okay, yeah. Was was she
Martin
in it?
is like not here.
Yeah.
Was she in anything else?
No, he texted me and was like watching like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants too. And I was like, oh my God, should we pot it? And clearly we shouldn't have because he wasn't really watching.
I was watched it, but we waited like a week or 2 weeks to do it. I thought we were gonna do it last week, and then I guess I should have rewatched. But the point that a lot's going on. Okay, so
Had
yeah,
to watch the trailer again. Is that?
no,
Yeah, let's put the
dude,
trailer on and
listen,
refresh Martin's memory.
listen. Bridget goes to this fucking,
Okay, we're gonna put the trailer on Martin.
but I remember.
No, let's just put the
When's the
trailer
last
on.
time you watched it?
Like 2
You-
days ago.
Okay, well. Okay, fine. Let's see. Oh yeah, totally classic trailer.
Cole, he's my miracle.
Yikes. I think this kid has cancer.
That's the fifth friend.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Interesting genes, Lena.
Oh yeah, it's that guy.
Long
Yeah.
story.
For as long as I could remember, the four of us shared everything.
Santorini.
I believed that the sisterhood could survive anything. But we had to learn on our own how to become ourselves without losing each other.
Are you okay?
I just fell off a donkey.
The girls are back. Amber Tamblyn, America Ferrera, Blake Lively, and Alexis Bledel.
Wow.
Do you know if this movie's any good? Well, that depends. Well, what if you're in the mood for, something romantic?
I would go with Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Oh,
the remake.
oh my god. I can't believe she said that. Man, I'm like, what?
It like gets me every time.
Yeah, okay. Well, my point was that I'm trying to make that a lot was going on. You got Bridget goes to her fucking archaeology shit, and then she gets some weird, deep shit, like, because she finds the letters from her grandma that have to do with her mother's suicide.
Yes, or on Bros. Yeah, if you recall, Bridget's mom
Killed herself.
Yeah, killed herself.
Yeah. So anyway, and she goes to like archaeology, and then her teacher kind of like inspires her to fucking go pursue, the swords her grandma. So she leaves like I don't know where is she, like Mesopotamia or something, and goes and goes and goes to like Mississippi. Okay, here's the crazy part. She goes.
She's in Turkey, Martin.
Wasn't that like a long time ago? Mesopotamia? Am I wrong on that?
Mesopotamia is in Iraq.
Constantinople.
Okay, it's like fucking close to Turkey. Okay. Don't tell me in Turkey they're I bet they were ruled by the same people at one point in time. But okay, so she's in Turkey, whatever. She leaves, goes unannounced to Mississippi. She hasn't seen her grandma. They haven't talked in 15 years. And she just shows up. And her grandma's like, oh, hey, I guess you can stay here. And she doesn't tell her grandma the reason she's there until the next day. You think you would leave with that if you haven't seen somebody in fucking...
Yeah, you would like pick up the phone.
Or you just be like, you're like, hey, I'm here because the letters, and she just shows up, and her grandpa's kind of like, whatever about it. And then when Bridget's like, yeah, I don't want to end up like my mom. I don't want to kill myself. Her grandma was like, don't worry, you're way stronger than your mom is. I was like,
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
very 2008.
yeah, I was like, geez, grandma, like,
Yeah,
let's,
like, geez Louise,
yeah, don't
grandma.
worry, your mom didn't have a backbone, and she,
Yeah, your mom was a weak ass bitch.
yeah, so I was like, damn. But that seemed like a lot to me. I don't know. They just had to go to her dad and be like, I'm sorry I got mad at you or something. And anyway, that just, yeah, that was a lot. I don't,
I think the biggest crime and issue for me in this movie and also the books too is that Lena ends up with
Greek,
Costas instead of
Greek,
Jesse Williams.
oh, yeah, the model guy.
He is so hot and it's
And,
so
and she meets him.
it's a crime
She, me-
against
she meets him as a nude model.
yeah.
So she already knows
And
what
then he
she,
cooks for her.
because she already knows what she's getting into and whatnot. With
And in the
that.
book, this is another difference between the book and the movie that's highlighted more is how poor she is at this
Right.
time because her dad cuts her off.
Whoa.
Yeah. So she's like super fucking hungry.
And she's at the Rhode Island School of the Arts,
Yeah,
which
so
is
she has like she has like a half scholarship and she's doing like work study and stuff, but she has very little money and she's like eating ramen every day.
well, hey, who was that eating ramen at one point in their life? We've all been there. We've all been poor, right, guys?
Yeah.
You
We lived in
know,
that room without windows.
yeah, I lived
Oh
in there.
shit.
Yeah, dude.
Throwback.
Um, but
My
yeah,
how the fortunes have turned, Martin.
yeah. At least
Yo, that's
at
crazy.
least for now. I don't know. I will see what
Four roommates, no
happens.
windows.
Yeah, I lived. I can really, I had to do what I had to do. I could live anywhere and accommodate myself. So anyway, is it better if it's really close?
No.
Okay. 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 Well, anyway, and yeah, she's supposed to be poor, but then she goes to Greece, and at the end, all three of her friends show up in Greece, and then Carmen was like, "Yeah, my stepdad has a bunch of flyer miles, like it covered all three of us." And I was like, "How many fucking miles does he have that he can cover three flight tickets to Greece?" So
It could happen.
I think the point is they're very rich white women.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, I will say if your family lives in Greece,
But her friend's family did not live in Greece.
yeah, but yeah, they're like but like they are still going fairly right. Like I think that yeah, these are all like rich people.
Yeah, it's really the life. But okay, then you have Carmen, who she's like involved in the theater program, but she doesn't want to act. She's like, oh, I'm behind the scenes. But then she kind of she's in a situation where she auditioned for this play and she got it. And the friend who told her to go to the theater school, summer school, wanted that part. And it really, it really made a conflict between the two. And she's like the lead actress, but no one's gonna say it, but she really fucking sucks. She sucks the entire every practice, every rehearsal. She's not very good.
Yeah.
And even during dress rehearsal, it was Like once her co-star was like, yeah, dress rehearsals, they all suck. Now, like, I don't think they're supposed to suck like that. I
Yeah, the
think,
dress rehearsals.
yeah, I think you're supposed to know what you're doing, but the
There
dress
is
rehearsal.
that saying that a bad dress rehearsal means it's going to be a good show.
Well, I think you should still know your lines. I think that was a major point. But I guess
Martin's like, this is fucked.
I'm just saying I thought she really was not good at all. Um, I'm
Martin's
saying
like, would not hire.
yeah, I'm saying she got that role. I don't want to say it, but I feel like she got that role was DEI. I don't know,
Whoa. All right. All right. That is inflammatory.
because she's Hispanic. That's the joke. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. But then you find out because somebody's been sabotaging her, and it's her roommate who she took the part from. So you can't trust women.
And the takeaway is
Yeah. I mean, she really, her roommate was very bitter about it.
I feel like we've all known someone like that who is like nice to you while they feel like they're doing better, and then once you're doing better than them, they like, I don't know, they get weird. I feel like
Yeah,
that's
I get it.
yeah. Martin's like,
Well,
yeah, in comedy I really get it. Now that I'm doing
yeah,
better.
I'm. Yeah. Well,
Martin's like, it's lonely at the top.
I'm not on the top, guys.
I'm
Okay?
just teasing.
I don't know what you heard about me. But
I don't know what you've
anyway,
heard about me and my dog, but we're not
yeah.
bothering anyone.
Anyway, what yacht club are you guys a part of? You guys got yachts yet, or just me? Oh, okay.
I'd like to get a kayak.
Well, cool. Do you have room in your apartment, or you gonna
I
have?
wouldn't keep it in my apartment.
Oh, okay. You keep it in your car.
No, I wouldn't keep it in my car.
Well, uh, cool. Well, let me know when you get one. I've been kayaking, but I don't own a kayak though. But I did this. It was like yeah, they did special kayaking for like disabled people, but it was me like an 9-year old, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't be here, and I don't think this is for people who are 31. For I think this is for children, but so,
Like, out of my way, Jimmy.
but
Well, I feel like that's a good point though, where there are a lot more activities for disabled kids than there are adults.
Yeah.
well, they let me do it, but I was like, oh, maybe this is not really. I don't think I could probably, it wasn't really that like, the only difference that made it an accessible kayak that it was a two-person kayak. So I had somebody in front of me in case I fucked up. So I think I could probably do a regular kayak. We were on the Rappahannock. So yeah,
Nice.
guys. So
Nice.
Just flat water kayaking, or did you?
there was a few rapids.
No way, really?
Yeah,
Ooh, that's fun.
they were really crazy. I did whitewater rafting before. Um,
Whitewater rafting is really fun.
yeah, I did it once. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I wasn't. I don't know how much I helped in the uh, with my oar, but
Paddling.
yeah, I was there though. I just hung out and held on. So
You skied too, right?
I have skied sitting down. Yeah, it was okay. I've only done it at wintergreen.
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't done it anywhere else. So
Oh my god, it's skydiving. Look at you, dude. You're freaking
Yeah, I
X
guess.
Games over there.
I guess I've done it all.
Yeah, you're very active, Martin.
Did I tell you I brought my friend's skateboard on stage and
I saw that, right?
I ate shit and it was
Yeah, you
and
got hurt, didn't you?
people were actually concerned. I don't think it was funny. I think people were like, "Is he okay?" Because
Room goes silent.
yeah, I hurt. My knee kind of hurt, but I do it for the bit. Yeah. So anyway, I gotta do unicycle next.
Oh my god.
Those seem terrible.
Well, I know this one girl who has one, so
I bet.
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
very Austin thing.
Well, she lives in Dallas, but what's the
Yeah.
difference, who cares? Anyway,
I saw someone on a unicycle in DC and got really mad.
was it Jack Coleman?
No, does he know how to ride a unicycle?
Oh, he used to ride that electric thing with one wheel.
He used to ride one of those.
Yeah. That was his
God.
primary source of transportation.
Really? Wow.
Are you keeping your kayak at your parents' house?
I don't have a kayak yet, Martin.
Well, I'm saying if you got one, you haven't said where you're keeping it.
Like, I would just
Put her on the spot.
Yeah, where you're not gonna.
Yeah, like maybe or somewhere else. I don't know.
You can do an inflatable kayak too, I guess.
Yeah, no, I keep getting ads for them, like some really nice inflatable ones.
Yeah.
Well, hope they're not like a bed because the beds do not compare to a mattress. So, just saying, let's be aware. But anyway, what Timmy, she thinks she's pregnant, right? She gets a whole brain scare because she's with this guy who's kind of a douche. This guy wears a fedora, not ironically. He just has a fedora on and other douchey hats. And anyway, the point is, she's not pregnant, so and then what's her name's sister dates that guy. It's like, a whole thing.
Yeah, that is, yeah, Tibby was really going through it in this movie.
Yeah, she had a shitty job at a now closed video store, and she always gets pregnant by some douchebag. And
Andy's take on it.
And it was like the first time she had sex too,
That
which is
too.
like that's so terrible
that's
to have
probably, yeah, she got
a
really,
pregnancy scare immediately.
yeah. So anyway, that's why it's really just, I guess you should do abstinence, I guess.
Yeah, no, it is very like 2008 because they would never show like someone going and getting an abortion and like this type of movie versus it's
Yeah.
interesting now that like I feel like recently I was watching the third season of Jenny and Georgia, and there's like
She get an abortion.
there's an abortion thing in there, and it's just like it's done really well. And it's just like normal and and it is interesting to see when you go back and watch something from 2008 just like how different that's talked about.
Well, yeah, good point.
Yeah, thanks, Martin.
Yeah. That's that. Yeah, there are a lot of movies like that now. The abortion road trip movie.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I think there's actually, I think they have like a conservative version where they do that, but then at the end, she's like, "Oh, I want to keep the baby," but if it was me, I'd be like, "Yo, we traveled 48 hours. You're getting this abortion, okay? Like, I'll fucking do it myself."
I'll
Okay?
do it myself.
Yeah. We did not drive across states for you to fucking change your mind. So again, we're doing this. So anyway, if you want an abortion, do not come to Texas. But there
But
next
please come to a show.
yeah, come to my show. Actually, I'll be in Ohio, which maybe Illinois. I think probably Iowa, possibly. So, you know,
And if you want an abortion and want to come to a show after, at least for now, you can come see me in DC. So
yeah, you get it there, and yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it was ever, good for you, dude. So.
what?
No, I'm speaking to the audience. Yeah,
Oh,
whatever is good for you. But if you are in Texas, keep going south, keep going to Mexico. A lot of medical treatments are cheaper there, so something to think about. And
is abortion legal in Mexico?
possibly. I know a lot of people. I know they get medical treatment in Mexico. As for abortion, maybe I never had a good one.
Yep, abortion is legal.
Yeah, go to Mexico, guys. Go to South America. It's a lot more abortion rights. So, yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. Just don't come to America.
Hell yeah. And
Or
then, see the rest of the country after.
yeah, go down.
Yeah.
Taking a trip.
Take a trip. Take a vacation. It's an
Yeah,
abortion vacation.
yeah.
Good
You
food.
get your abortion, and then you deserve a vacation. So
Yeah.
that's what I say.
Relax.
Yeah,
Have an abortion.
yeah. I mean, whatever you want. There is this one uh lawn sign, and it was like, I guess it was a joke, and it was like, in this house we have abortions. And want to keep having abortions. So I was like, geez, dude. I was like, pretty aggressive there. I mean, I don't think I mean, it's not something people look forward to in any situation. It's just,
I mean, they do if they don't want to be pregnant.
I know, but I'm saying if you purposely are just saying, oh, yeah, I'm just getting
Yeah,
an
it's like, come
abortion.
on down to this house. We do abortions in the morning, we do abortions in the afternoon, and we do
Yeah,
abortions at night, everybody.
yeah,
It's abortion city over here.
yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it ourselves. You're the old school at home abortion. Oh, those stairs are slippery. Because you
All
fall down.
right. All right.
Well, you fall down the stairs.
Jenny's got dinner plans. She's got better things to do than this.
Okay, that's what I mean. No,
Yeah,
because
that's
you fall
that's an
down.
Austin, Texas abortion. Martin
Wow.
pushes you down the stairs.
Okay, I'm just saying that if you fall while pregnant, not good. You have to be. I'm actually afraid if I had one of those baby carriers that I, like hang on my chest or my back, I'm afraid I'll fall down and it's not gonna.
Yeah, you
No.
shouldn't use one if you feel that way.
Yeah, I think it's better on my back. I think I can wear.
Why are you carrying a baby around, Martin?
Yeah,
I don't
what is
know.
this
Oh,
future?
I'm sorry. Nieces and nephews. I don't know. Gee, okay. Like
Aren't they not a baby anymore, though?
one's like 3.
Okay, well, they shouldn't be in that type of carrier.
Okay, well, I didn't know you knew stuff about raising children. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know everything, but like that
Well,
type of carrier is not appropriate for a 3-year-old.
yeah, but
Might be better for Andy, to be honest.
I don't know if he like. Yeah, I did look it up before, but
Really?
It is always funny when someone has a backpack and then a dog pokes its head out.
yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know how Andy. Yeah, I did that with the other dog. He let me put it in a book bag, but not all of them let me do that. But anyway, Tippy ain't. You think that guy's the douche, right? Am I right? That guy.
He's not my favorite.
Yeah, he sucks. He's definitely a guy who gives.
Better than Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 1 when Bridget's like, you know.
Yeah, I remember. Uh, but yeah, Tippy's guy is the type of guy who would get you pregnant at 19. He's got that vibe. I'm just saying.
Tibby's guy is the type of guy where he gets you pregnant at 19 and you go and tell your parents and your dad is like, I didn't know he had it in him.
Yeah, stuff. Yeah, that's a good description. He's a guy that your friends are like, that guy got you pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Where your friends are like, why won't she break up with that guy?
Yeah, because they have a kid together. Anyway.
Yeah, where it's like he would be the type of guy where you have a kid together and he's still working at like Blockbuster and no one comes in it, you know?
Yeah, he gets some extra shifts at Burger King. And he's supporting a family.
And then he loses his job at Blockbuster and he like leaves for work every day and at the same time it just like plays video games or something.
He doesn't do anything. He makes it look like he still has a job.
Yeah.
But he's too scared of it that he'll get
Yeah.
caught. That he'll get caught and then they might end up breaking up and
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, we all know guys like that. So anyway, I've never got anyone pregnant, so knock on wood, guys, right? Right, so
Martin, I can't imagine if you got someone
I'd be
pregnant like on
scared.
the road, like the phone calls, the like, oh my God, Martin, that would be bad.
Well, I don't think I have to worry about it. So
I've seen some of your emails
yeah,
and
I just get the emails. Doesn't mean I meet them.
I mean, hey, that big dick energy, right?
Oh yeah, that's an exception. Okay, you know, yeah, it's impossible to get her pregnant because she's a porn star. Oh, about Bonnie Blue. Dude, well, she had sex with 1,000 men in 24 hours. Guess what she did on Father's Day? Oh, 2,000. So she's really the hero we don't deserve. And,
all right, Martin, do you want to summarize this bad boy?
well, okay, you don't want to talk more about the 1,000, 2,000 men she slept
No,
with?
I think I'm ready to move on.
I've not well, I thought about this, right? And I don't know what protection they were using, but if you do the math of the
What she's
amount,
done.
yeah, the amount of milligrams or not milliliters, the amount of milliliters per ejaculation, and the amount of blood you have in your body, it comes out to She probably has more semen.
Martin, I'm begging you. Like, I'm literally begging you.
I did the math.
You live in Austin, Texas, and you do comedy. I am sure you can find someone else to talk to you about this.
It's a good point. Nobody's
Martin's
talking
crunching the
about.
numbers like it's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
he's
this
like,
be?
it's like a beautiful mind, like behind him, where Martin's trying to calculate.
Yeah, I'm
What
just
am I
saying.
missing?
I'm just saying. No one's talking about that part. Okay, we're just
Gotta get in
saying.
contact with her.
Yeah, actually, there was a form you could fill out, and but there was an option to just like watch it. You didn't have to participate. You could just watch it happen. But
All right, Martin, let's have
Yeah.
you summarize the
Oh, yeah,
Sisterhood of
wait.
the Traveling Pants 2 and only the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2.
Even Andy's hiding his face. He's
Mostly
like,
your groin, to be honest.
oh, wow, nothing weird's happening. Okay.
Jenny, we gotta wrap this one up.
We gotta wrap this one up, no pun intended. All right, Martin, let's.
Yeah.
All
What?
right, Martin, I am starting the clock now.
Okay, the sister of the traveling bands too. It's summer and they're in college. Guess what? Things have changed. We're not together for the summer. So you have Bridget. She's like doing archaeology stuff, and then finds her grandma's letters and sees her grandma, and then Tibby almost gets pregnant. She works at a shitty video store, and then the one girl falls in love with a guy, and then she goes back to Greece and goes for the other guy she loved because he told her they could be together, but it's not true. And then Carmen does theater or summer school and kind of sucks the performance, but they all end up in Greece together. And what's her name ends up with the guy she loves in the first place. And there's no pants. The pants pants goes fucking what's your name sister fucks it up. So
That's right.
yeah, so no real pants. So actually Jason Kelsey, not wrong. The pants
Not wrong.
really had nothing to do with it. So
All right, Ron Bros, have a great week. Sorry about the porn, and
well, they want that part, and they're
yeah,
like,
I'm
"This is
sure.
what we're talking about. This
Yeah,
is
they're like, yeah, Martin.
yeah." They're like, "This is we know who she is," you know. So
yeah. It's important to be relatable.
yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, have a good week, Ron Bros. Make sure you know where your pants are.
Okay, bye.
Love.
Cool.